Google has just released a newly redesigned user interface for the preview function in Drive. Let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and select this file here and go up to the top to my preview button and select. You'll notice that the interface looks just a little bit different than when you may have seen it last time. In the upper left corner, instead of the lower left corner, you now have the icon for the type of file that it is, as well as the title, and if it had an extension, it would be to the right of that. Going down to the very bottom, to the left side of my screen, you'll notice it gives me an option for thumbnails. If I click on that, it'll bring up all the thumbnails that I have in my drive, so I can quickly go to any file in my list, select, and it will go right to that file. Click the little grid again, and it goes away. I'm just going to scroll back to my original document. Going back up to the top of my screen, you'll notice that we have our Open. To the right of Open, we have our little pull down arrow. This is where we can go ahead and click, and you'll see it is going to ask you to open it with connected apps. Now, being that this is a Google Doc format, it's going to ask me if I want to open this in Google Text Documents. Now, if I just scroll to the right here, one document, you'll notice that now I am in a foreign file format of DXF. Now, if I go to Open With, you'll notice it pulls up any connected apps that could open this file format. In this case, AutoCAD 360. I could go ahead and select this, and it would open it up with that application that I may have added. I'm just going to scroll back to my left here. To the right of our Open With button, we have our Print button. We have our Share button, so I can share my document right out from here. And then I have three little dots. Now, if I select these three little dots, you'll notice it comes up with Rename. If I click that, it just brings up that box so that I can go ahead and retitle my document. And then I can also report abuse. Going all the way over to the right, you have a zoom in and zoom out option. If I click on that, you'll notice it brings up a little bar underneath it letting me know that I am in zoom mode. And then it has a scroll bar to the left where I can scroll to the left to zoom out, to the right to zoom in. Click the icon again and you get out of zoom mode. I can exit out of my preview mode by clicking on my little X. And then, just as in your last preview button functionality, you have the option of scrolling to the next document, and to the left side of the screen, scrolling to a previous document. One last thing I'd like to show you is how you can manage your apps. Now, you can go to the top here, and we're going to click on this cards.dxf file, go to the preview, and you'll notice this note at the top here saying you have apps connected to Drive that can open this file. Manage App Defaults. If I select this, it takes me back to my Drive interface. It allows me to manage the different applications that I may have enabled within my Google Drive. In this case, this was an AutoCAD drawing. So I have enabled the AutoCAD 360 app to work with my Drive. I'm going to go ahead and click on Use This by Default, and then click OK. You'll notice my icon is now changed to that AutoCAD, and now when I go ahead and try to open it, it will automatically open it within that default. So that's just one of the new changes that Google has made to their Google Drive.